Welcome back to NFL Weekly Predictions, and the Texans are 0-1, and let's talk about it. All right, man. Our first game is officially done. And was it a shootout like everybody thought it was going to be? Well, not everybody, but some people in Houston did. And now the Texans are sitting 0-1, losing to Kansas City. It's not a big surprise. Not a big surprise at all. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer. But they didn't even cover the spread. I think the spread was 10. Maybe not a good night for bettors either. So Deshaun did fairly well. I mean, he did what he could do with what he had. He was scrambling a lot. I don't think the offensive line, I was thinking the offensive line was going to do a much better job this year for him, but obviously not. David Johnson did a good job. He had some good runs, broke some tackles, but it was kind of disappointing. The receivers didn't show up. Will Fuller, I think, dropped his first pass, and I was like, okay, here we go again. Brandon Cooks, where was he at? Randall Cobb, where was he at? They paid these guys big money, and nothing. Fells, where was he at? All your skill guys, man, they didn't show up. And there's the reason why I thought the Texans were going to take a step back or two when they traded D-Hop. They don't have that number one receiver, that go-to guy. And it showed 100% tonight. It showed. All these guys, Fuller, Cooks, Cobbs, they're all good players. Kenny Stills, where was he at tonight? No show. I gotta look at the stats. Did he even have a catch? Man, the Texans are missing that number one receiver. No doubt about it. And how much is it gonna hurt going forward? Now, I could damn near give you my prediction for next week against Baltimore. Texans versus Baltimore. Texans are losing if they play the way they play, and I almost guarantee they're going to play the same way, because that's the formula of the football team right now. It looks like Deshaun Watson is still running for his life in a way. It seemed to me the plays that the Texans were running, and don't get me wrong, Kansas City, Texans, they both started off slow, vanilla plays. No long ball was pretty much thrown. But that being said, when it came down to it, when it came down to Texans needing a big pass, a big receiver to show up, none of them did. I don't know if they couldn't get open or if there wasn't enough protection for Deshaun. But actually, now that I'm looking at this, granted, it's the first game. Teams are gonna be rusty. They're gonna look better in week 4 than they do now. But they're missing that number one receiver. I thought Texans were making the playoffs just by having Watson on the team by default because Watson is there. But now I don't think so. If they're gonna struggle this much to make drives happen, man, that for one, the defense got tired because we couldn't get down the field. Whose fault was that? The offensive coordinator? I blame Bill O'Brien. I blame the whole organization, the owner. Now, the very second that they made that trade, it was clear to me that offense was going to change. And when they brought all these guys in, I was like, okay, well, maybe. But then you start analyzing each one of them. What did Brandon Cooks doing with the Rams? He was good, but was he even the number one over there? He wasn't. Cobb in Dallas, he caught like 800 yards the whole season. But was he the number one guy over there? No, he wasn't. Will Fuller, is he a number one? He's a good speedster. And I still think sometime down the line he's going to get hurt again because it happens every year. So there you have it. You trade your number one receiver that is damn near top 3, 4 in the league. He was open a lot. And at least Watson had a target to go to in crunch time. We knew he was there to be thrown at. We had confidence he was going to get open, but now he's not there, and we're pretty much playing handicapped all the season, in my opinion. So I don't know. This team could very well start out at 0-4, maybe 0-5. You look at their schedule. They got Baltimore next week. So they better get ready for that. And Baltimore, they're a handful. So who knows? That's my spiel post game. I didn't like what I saw with the Texans. There was some, like I said, David Johnson. He looked like 2016 David Johnson. He had a pretty good game, being the first game back for him. Deshaun did what Deshaun does. He tried to make things happen. Kenny Stills was a no-show, and they're paying these guys top dollar, man, top dollar, and none of them are worthy to be even a number 2 at this point. I think they're all number 3 slot receivers at this point. We don't have a number 1. Will Fuller, no way. So that's my spiel. Let's look forward to Sunday where we get more games. And have a good Friday, a good weekend. And hopefully I'll see you back Sunday night, Monday, to talk about those late games, those early games. Anyway, folks, you guys have a good one. Stay out of trouble, stay out of jail. Peace out.